Hi guys, how you doing? How is your day today? I've got my lights set up, so I thought I'd take this opportunity in between doing some self-taping for work to come on and say a few words. I hope everyone is doing okay today. So, what's going on again in our community? I went onto a live last night that I'd never been on before, and there's so many channels I never get to go on. And this one I just happened to catch a live, which is good. So I got on and I said hello to a few people, and people kindly said hello back. And they were talking about a certain problem with a creator, and I just said, "Oh, is there any way to sort this out?" And the hounds were unleashed. And suddenly the truth came out about how I probably wasn't really wanted on that live. I was told to piss off, and I'd only been there for about a minute, 2 minutes. And it's obviously a group of people that know each other very well. And it was pretty cruel conversation talking about another creator. Now, I also had a problem with this creator that I told them about, and I don't condone what they did, and it was sorted and it's never sort of spoken about again. But doing a whole live about being pretty cruel about this creator was, I found a little bit odd. So I didn't really say anything. But anyway, I was told to piss off anyway. So then I was sort of laughed at, sneered at, talked about, jeered about. The situation that I'd had with this person following me and harassing me was brought up sort of negated and laughed about. And then I left. So I wasn't going to stick around for that. And then I was sort of still talked about, how dare she ask for respect when she's come over here, she's never been here before. Because I said, I'm here to support. You don't need to tell me to piss off. I'm here to support. But anyway. So once I left, then I was sort of, oh, and I've seen her do this before. And then she comes crying it, and then So that was a sort of narrative there, and that confused me, because if someone came on my live that had never been there before and came to support, I'd probably say hello and thanks for coming. Because any visit, any sub, anyone who's there to support is a good thing, right? And if you don't know that person and they've just arrived and sort of said hello to everyone, they're not a troll, they're not there for any reason but to support, because we're all on the same side, here to expose that hideous armchair detective. And this is a group of women that do most of the brunt of the work behind exposing AD. They are on it. They notice everything and they get it out there, they share information, and they do wonders for this cause. But my God, they're a cruel group of women. And that's the unfortunate part. Doing good, but also really not doing good at the same time. So yeah, going on a live and then being told to piss off when you're there to support, what's that about? And even when I was sort of gone, I was sort of laughed at as well. And as I said, Sagacious Angel, I think they were talking about, I had a problem with, but I don't know whether I'll do an entire live about it, because you're clearly sending a message to that person, and it sort of veers into the, a bit of nastiness. And I've said before, and I said this before I was told to piss off, that in a video, that if you can sort out an issue you have with someone, sort it out, because otherwise what happens is that the YouTube crime community becomes all just making videos about each other and not about anything else, and not even about AD. And AD is the important thing, and people who are going on social media and harassing or abusing or this or that or the other and doing completely awful stuff, not us all being in the same side and having a spat with someone and comparing my situation that was just one person harassing the other. It wasn't a two-sided thing. It was, if at all I spoke to this person, it was to tell them to leave me alone. It's not comparable to having a spat with someone. I would never do a live about this person, because it means I would be engaging with this person and I would be hoping that person heard me. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want anything to do with this person. My only option was the police. But if you're doing a live about a person, you're hoping that they're going to listen, or their friends will listen. And so therefore you're wanting in a way to engage in some sort of way, or to have an effect. And I'm sure they did. So therefore you are probably in a situation where you can sort out a difference, or you could tell each other to stay away, or there's some communication going on. There's an exchange there. There's a entering into, you know, the equation of both parties. And so that's why I said, oh, you know, are you able to sort it out? Innocently, as in, you hear an argument, you hear someone slagging someone off, and you go, oh, is there any way of doing something about it? And then when the dogs were unleashed, because that's what it felt like, I had no hope at all. And there was no way that I could stick around, because why would I stick around to be spoken to like that? You know, we're all grown-ass women here. It's not the schoolyard. But that's exactly what it was, the schoolyard. And there were some of these women that, you know, have come on my channel before, and some even I speak to. And I guess it goes along the sort of pack mentality that you don't want to speak up against the others, and, you know, you don't want to seem to be the odd one out. So you kind of go along with the whole thing. Because it's a roller coaster, these lives. Once they get going, this chat goes, and you get completely immersed in it, and it just never stops. And I think the live is gone now. But it's like, it's basically, I guess, an open letter to whoever you're talking about, isn't it? And then it's sort of sent, it's disappeared. You've sent it into their head, they got the message, and then you erase it. But it can't really be erased, it's always there. And, you know, all the women in the chat and stuff, and it just wasn't appreciated, which I know no one cares about, I'm nobody, but it's using social media in a sort of disturbed way, in a way that it kind of brings out one's inner Gorgon or one's inner issues and brings it out into this sort of arena. And I'm not sure that somewhere like YouTube is the place for that. And it's happening all over our community. And I said this before, that people's issues are being sort of bled out everywhere. And it seems like there's no boundary happening, you know, between, it's got really skewed and really foggy, this boundary of what to be said and not to be said, and what to keep to yourself and what not, and what to try and find another way to do. You know, we got people all over this community. A person, you know, pretended they'd committed suicide, and then they said it was because of trolling and this and that. It's just gone bonkers. And to go onto someone's channel to support them and then be told to piss off when I'm on the same side as these people is a bit bonkers, isn't it? Let's face it, it's a bit bonkers. And I just wish there was a more mature way that we could all sort of work together, or at least be civil to each other. Yeah, actually being civil to each other, be civil to each other. That's not too much to ask, is it? As an adult woman, to be civil to another adult woman. Okay. Otherwise, what does it make us? We fought this far, this much, you know, and what does it look like if, you know, when we're looked at as a group, if we're all fighting like this, telling other women to piss off, speaking to them like they're garbage when you don't even know them? It looks dreadful. Yeah. Anyway, that's done and dusted. It doesn't really affect me because I have great subs on my channel, and I have great women around me, and two great women in particular. You know who you are, guys, who are the strongest women I know in this community, and the fairest people I know as well. I may not agree with everything they say, everything they do, and they know that, and that's absolutely fine. They don't agree with things I say and do, and I'm sure they're going, oh, who is she, half the time. But these are the strongest women I know, who just have got things in the right place, and they've got my back, and I have definitely got theirs, just so they know. Everyone gets problems with trolls and the baddies on this side, and that group that just goes around for no reason, just crapping on everything. Those are the people that we should be telling to piss off, or could be telling to piss off, not the ones that are on our side who mean no harm, only mean good. Anyway, I guess this is my open message to say that wasn't cool. Not cool. Not cool behaviour at all. and to say thank you to all the people who do support me. It doesn't go unnoticed. I have quite a busy time, and I've got other stuff going on, personal stuff, and personal stuff that isn't that great sometimes. And you don't want even heavier junk on your shoulders by a group of women just being plain old nasty and behavior. So thank you to everyone who continues to support me, and let's keep up the fight against this idiot AD who's now gone over to his other channel. And this is for you, subs. He's gone over to his other channel now begging for views, because he knows that if he gets 4,000 views, he can get on Super Chat. It's nothing to do with going live. It's got to do with getting that Super Chat. It's got to do with getting your money. Ladies, if you're subbing to AD, he does not like you. He does not care about you. He doesn't want you as a girlfriend. He wants your money, and then he will block you. The polls he does are just so he knows who are the troublemakers and who are the ones who'll go along with him. Please, please, AD subs, stop giving your money to AD. Give it to a charity. Give it to a cause. Give it to your family. Keep it yourself. Save it. Put it away. See how much you have after 6 months. AD does not need your money. He is creaming it in. And that expression makes me feel sick also. Save your money. Do not give it to him. Nothing of what you see is real. And again, everyone who is just fighting the good fight, amazing. As I said, this group of women who were on the live last night are all the women who do the brunt of the work, and they're amazing. Nothing against that. It's just, and nothing against them. It's just what happened last night. I didn't think was cool whatsoever. And it'll be forgotten by the end of the day. But I thought I'd mention it. Yeah, so, and I've never said that anyone who isn't a creator isn't important or is this or is that. No, nothing to do with that at all. Never said that. Everyone who does all the work in the wings, in the background, in their real life, those are the important people, not the people who sometimes sit in front of the camera. Yeah, so anyway, have a good day, guys. And remember, YouTube spats or YouTube arguments or anything, it's go back to your real life, look at someone you love, and you'll feel instantly different and better. It can be really toxic and make you feel really awful. But as soon as you turn away from it and take a breath, you start to feel a bit better. So always take those breaths, always take those moments out, guys. Take the moments out of YouTube, and and then you can keep this intact as well, can't you? Have a great day, guys. And thank you again for everyone who supports me.